beautiful people, and welcome to the Black Wallet Sedem, a place where we are simply on a journey to building a generational legacy. By building a generational legacy, we have conversations that will propel us into the direction of achieving that. So if you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you're a new subscriber, please ensure that you can subscribe and turn on the notification button so that when there's a new video, you're notified. Building on the conversation that we began in the previous video where we were talking about face value, in today's video, we continue the conversation and really just build on understanding what value is, why it's important for us to understand value, and really the types of value. In the previous video, we established what face value was, which is simply you being useful to access success, you being useful by solving a problem. And in today's video, I really wanted us to dig deep into understanding that value. Before you enhance or uplift your value, you must identify that value, which I've come to understand is your true value. Now, it's very important for you to understand that every individual is valuable. Every individual is worth of life, no matter who you are or where you are at. To establish what your true value is, it's really to understand that everybody has the potential to become, everybody has the ability to become, and anybody has a gift. Taking it from a Christian perspective, we know of a story of a master who left talents to his servants. And after some time, when he came back, he asked for an account from each servant. And everybody was to give an explanation, an account that is of what they used the money for or how much profit they had earned. One of the servants could not account for anything. And he told the master, I understand you are a very difficult man. So what I did with your money is I took it, buried it. And the master was like, why didn't you even deposit it in an account? Because at least I would have earned an interest. That is to tell all of us that we are to give an account for our lives when the time for life and death comes. What is it that you are doing with the gifts that you have? That is your true value. It's up to you to identify that value and enhance it, convert it into a more valuable thing that is your face value. I would like to use an example such as diamonds. When you see a diamond stone, you are able to identify what it is. Therefore, you know its true value. Now, if you are going to make more money out of that, or you want to enhance the value, you have to lift that value, which I love to call the face value. True value is key in you identifying or building up your face value. You cannot uplift what you don't know. A diamond stone, no matter whose hands it's in, no matter where it goes, it knows it is valuable because it knows its identity. It knows how precious it is. Likewise, you and I should come to a place of understanding what your true value is. What is it that has been gifted in you? It could be swimming, it could be writing, it could be entrepreneurship, it could be in the corporate space. What are you doing about it? How can you enhance that gift that you already have? Because guess what? The successful people we celebrate simply identified what it is that they are gifted at. They simply understood, I'm a good public speaker, I'm a good singer, I'm a good dancer, and they enhance that skill, and that is what we celebrate today. It should be celebrated. What is it that you are really going to add to the world? What is it that is in you that you don't know of, or probably you know that we can benefit from? We celebrate, who do we celebrate? Okay, we celebrate HH, for example, our current president, because of maybe his leadership articulation, his perspective about the economy of Zambia. Vusi Tembekwaya because of his strategic thinking. We would celebrate Bill Gates because of his contribution to the tech world. That is a gift that he enhanced in him. So whatever you you have whatever you are good at. Identifying it first is the stepping stone into knowing your true value, because it's that thing that you have which will even give you access to so many opportunities, tables in the presence of kings, including your enemies, because then they have to come to terms with the truth that they have to benefit from your gift. That's deep-ish. I would also like us to understand the difference between true value and face value. Your true value is your gift. Your true value is your untapped potential, your ability to become. And your face value is simply what you have identified being enhanced for the benefit of the community, such that it's evident in them. A runner is celebrated because of the value that is publicly displayed, which is face value. Like, if he has to succeed, he should then be aware that his value is not determined by the face value, how people look at him, whether or not he will win a game. But also say that true value is inside of you. Face value is the physical, that which you have achieved personally that people can see, and then they can celebrate you out of it. Although some people may not understand your value, it does not make you unworthy. What is important is for you to understand your potential and outlive that. True value is the fruitfulness of your identity pouring into a face value. True value is the fruit, and face value is the fruitfulness. So once you identify the fruit, it's for you to nurture and ensures that it grows and it becomes fruitful. Spencer Johnson, one of my favorite authors of Who Moved My Cheese, The Present, and so on, was at the verge of suicide. He was just at the verge of feeling unworthy. But then something within him changed. He discovered who he was, and that led him to be valuable. That led him to have face value and contribute to the growth of self-help books. Yeah, to the growth of self-help books, yes. Bringing it home, now that we are on a journey to building a legacy. Personally, I grew up in an environment where I felt I cannot do anything math related because it's not for me. I wasn't born like that. And worse off, I went to a school that divided us based on our grades. So people with higher grades were in the B class and I was in the A class. What a coincidence, because A comes first before B. But they felt the people in the B class were the brainy ones. So they would give them privileges, hard work, and ours was like the lighter sciences. They would go deeper in the sciences. So when I went to uni, I felt me doing civil engineering, I would really fail at it. And the first years were quite hard. I remember I would cry most of the time. This is not for me, because I grew up being told like that. Until I came to face reality and said, what if I can prove everybody wrong? And most of all, I can prove myself wrong and know who truly I am and what I am capable of doing. Hello, I'm doing my master's now in structural engineering. That is because I understood what I am capable of doing based off God's creation for me. Most of the times we get to a place where we feel other people are excelling and you are not. Well, they are excelling because they've understood what their true value is. You cannot borrow somebody's value and start living off it. Your story, my story, they are different. But guess what? They can build a legacy. That's the true value I am talking about. I gave a great example of the master. What he just expected is the effort to be made of the gift that was given. For you and I to enhance the gift that you have been given. You're good at swimming. What are you doing about it? You're good at talking. What are you doing about it? You're good at cooking. What are you doing about it? This video really, if you've come across it, is a reminder that you have value. You have value that the world needs to hear of. You have value that is worth celebrating. The fact that other people don't see it does not make it unworthy. The fact that other people condemn it does not make you unworthy. But guess what? The world is waiting for you. I was thinking about it today, like, how did the person who invented an air fryer think of it? It's simply what was birthed in them, and they said, let me find my passion to provide a solution. That is where we are going to win. If we are going to be on this journey to build a legacy, it's really best off identifying what gift you have. As long as you have air, you're not crippled to ensuring that your gift is experienced by the world. The question is, what are you doing now that you've identified your true value? What are you doing about it? Truth is, everybody will ever look at, applaud them. They took a path, a heroic. They took a path, a way that seemed lonely, a way that seemed questionable, but they understood the value that they have. For you to get to a place where physically people can see the true value, people can see your face value, it's simply identifying, I am diamond, I am gold, or maybe you are copper. You can shine. Whatever mineral you are, you can shine. We use copper for different things. We use diamonds for different things. That does not mean diamond is more special than copper, but the use of it are different. And that's what I've come to understand personally, that I will walk in my identity. I will ensure that the world hears of me, because I know who I am and I know my contribution. I know my strength, and I'm working endlessly every single day to nurture that. So this video is just a reminder for you and I. The journey we've embarked on needs us to enhance our identity. It needs us to enhance the gift and the callings that we have. So the question I have for you today, what are you doing about it? Now that you know who you are, what are you going to do about it? If you don't know, ask the question, what is it that I have that the world lacks? Because guess what? Everybody has that. No matter where you are at now, it may seem impossible. No matter what you're doing, maybe you are homeless, you're in the street, it's possible you have a gift that the world is waiting for. Liz Marrow, I think, was homeless, went to Harvard, and is a very good author now. That is to tell you it's already in you, embedded in you. It's just for you to identify.